Hi, I'm Kylie, just another Army vet. Welcome to another reaction video. Today is my part 2 reaction to a video from the Shiv, Kunal, Verma channel. This is Standard Bearers National Defense Academy. Let's get to it.
End of 6th term, and the cadet has been exposed to not just the theoretical but also the practical aspect of the service he's earmarked to join.
Till of course you're not around ground zero where you'll vaporize. If you're outside, you shut yourself in, you close all 3 cupolas.
In this 24-hour leadership laboratory, as each cadet works his way through the various terms, he is shouldered with additional responsibility. The divisions within the squadron are the core organizational units. It is the crucible for experimental leadership development. Everyone models and everyone assesses. 6th term cadets run the show, but so do 5th, 4th and 3rd termers, each with a graded amount of responsibility. Invariably, they must motivate by example, and it is but a modest beginning as military leaders. The structure, the rules, the rigidity and the conformity, that's Spartan. So much so that cadets think nothing of running up and down the Singer Fort in 4 hours flat.
Taking into account what the SEC has to say about Cadet G Singh, his past record and the fact that he was man enough to own up to his mistake, I feel that the honor board must take a lenient view of his offence.
Lying, cheating and forging should be dealt with severely, and the cadet's past reputation does not excuse him.
Considering the fact that you were man enough to accept your mistake, the honor board recommends 14 days restrictions as punishment.
March out.
But there's more to it. It is history. And this is how the academy sees itself. Cadets have lived this way every day for more than half a century. It is a reminder of the primacy of selflessness. Here, the individual yields to the greater whole, to the division, to the squadron, to the battalion, to the academy.
So every single United States Service Academy does have certain values, and I believe honor and integrity are 2 of the biggest ones. And yes, they also have honor boards, kind of like what we just saw actually.
आज की एक्सरसाइज का इरादा क्या इलाका 2475 पर दुश्मन है? अगर है तो उस दुश्मन का फैलाव और उस दुश्मन के द्वारा इस्तेमाल किए जाने वाले ऑटोमेटिक वेपन. अगर इरादा सभी को क्लियर है तो दोहराएंगे सिपाही भारती.
Now in their final term, the cadets must perform as a unit under stress. Until now, they have faced a daunting crush of academics, sports and military activities, and the cadet has come to accept that the only thing he can control is himself. Under fire, he cannot now ask how to do it. He just does it.
So where is this academy in India exactly? And where do the female cadets go? Because this is only males. So where do the females go?
Time now is 0510.
Through the night, 2 groups per squadron have navigated their way back to the academy, covering more than 45 kilometers. His endurance tested, he must now account for his gear, any missing item earning the squadron negative points.
Vest cotton, mud plastic, socks, boot polish, ground sheet, towel hand, and haversack, Uzi jersey, socks, torch, spoon, laces, whip. Fine.
The Josh run behind them. Tired limbs must now help the cadet climb, jump and crawl through an obstacle course. Like the cross-country runner, he has to stay focused and will himself to go on. For in battle, when 2 sides face each other through a hail of fire, the only thing that usually separates them is the quality of leadership. The academy keeps pushing you. Everyone is following, and nearly everyone is leading all the time. Everyone is evaluated, if not by the system, then by your peers. every action is taken as an opportunity to learn. Leadership, self-control, discipline, words which keep cropping up at the academy in virtually everything a cadet does.
Again, you're doing the same thing. Don't push your weapon.
60 seconds you have to fire all those 10 rounds. Moment you fire after your time is over, you'll be getting negative points.
When I saw you this morning after the Josh run, I was really very, very pleased. Because physically you had come through, and more than that, your faces told me that mentally you had come out even stronger.
Yes, sir.
This is a great bond. You know, this is something that you will share all your lives. And I cannot describe to you what these friendships would mean later in life. You know, you go to a picket and you find that the only other human being there within hailing distance happens to be a course mate of yours. You will walk miles to go and meet him. You know, or you hear that the chap who's coming to give you air support, you know, he's a course mate of yours. The level of confidence, the strength that it gives you.
I like him. Seems very motivating. Oh gosh, all this music. I hope I don't have any copyright issues with this on YouTube, because they're kind of strict sometimes with the content ID and stuff, so hopefully I don't have to mute any of this.
End of term has a special significance at the academy. The days left to go home factor mingles with the bubbling vitality of cadets' activities. Habibullah Hall, the academy's spacious auditorium, sees yet another term's inter-battalion debates and quizzes come to an end. Today's academy continues to evolve, constantly reassessing itself and striving to improve. Over the years, NDA has tried to balance cherished traditions with the need to educate officers for an increasingly complex world. The academy strives to provide a solid foundation, mentally, physically, and ethically, upon which each cadet can then build a lifetime of distinction and value.
Ooh, impressive. Habibullah Hall. Is that named after a person, I wonder?
The stage from where a stream of eminent guest speakers shared their wisdom with the cadets now explodes with nostalgic entertainment programs as the academy prepares to bid a fond adieu to yet another passing out course. But before the passing out cadets move on, a final glance, a final goodbye. Inscribed in granite, encapsulated in the four walls of the hut, lies the very soul of the academy.
A total of 203 cadets are graduating today. This includes 11 cadets from Bhutan, 3 Palestinian cadets, and 2 from Maldives. Of these 203 cadets, 58 will receive the degree in computer science, 65 the BSc degree, and remaining 80 the BA degree. I promise. I promise.
That incredible, final moment of metamorphosis, leading up to the final step as the boy graduates into a man. It is the end of a cadet's tenure at the academy, but it is also the beginning of a long road ahead.
So there isn't just one graduation per year, there's multiple graduations. Who is that gentleman right there? He almost looks familiar, but yeah, I'm not sure. So after they graduate, how many years of military service do they owe? Because with the U.S. military academies, you're there for 4 years, and then after you graduate, you have to serve, I think, 6 years in the military after that. So what is the requirement for India?
They have taken up the profession of arms that will see them guard the nation's frontiers, be it on land, sea, or air, for the better part of the next 3 decades.
What are they climbing up?
Some of them will be called upon to perform under conditions that will test every sinew and nerve in their bodies. Yet in this world of uncertainties, only one thing can be certain. The NDA experience would have prepared him for any eventuality. And he will stand up for the ashes of his fathers and the temples of his gods.
Good shot. Why are they all wearing different uniforms? Does it depend on what branch you're going to? So those are awards. So this was a good video. I think it just gave us a nice taste of what it's like to be a cadet at the NDA. In terms of how similar it is to the US military academies, in all honesty, I didn't see that many differences. Everything I saw in this video, I've seen in other videos with the American service academies, so it was very similar. But one big difference is that the U.S. military does not have an NDA. Instead, we have one 4-year service academy for each branch. West Point is where Army goes. The Naval Academy is where Navy and Marines go. There's also a Coast Guard Academy, as well as an Air Force Academy, which is also where the Space Force goes. So great recommendation, and I will be doing a series on the IMA starting next week. Once the first video is filmed, I'll put it right here. If you did enjoy this series, then please smash that like button.